So you're watching two GPs in a pod. It's not a podcast because Skye's too beautiful to just do audio on. But essentially I'm with Dr. Al Innes. We're in the McKinnon Hospital, Memorial Hospital in Broadford in Skye, or on Skye. I was talking to Richard about this. On Skye, okay, so on Skye. Al's a GP but also trained in emergency medicine and runs the out of hours service here. Yeah. So thank you for being in the pod and welcome to the pod.
Pleasure.
I'm going to let you start with talking about why you've set it up like this, because it's really interesting and what it looks like. So I'll let you say that, just in case I get anything wrong. But why that's here and why you're running this service in this way.
Yeah, sure. So I've been here for 13 years now. 2004, I came up for an interview for a very interesting job which had a little bit of everything associated with it. I just finished my general practice training in West Lothian. I was wondering what to do next. I spent some time in obstetrics and gynecology because I thought it was a hole in my knowledge. I was still wondering what to do next. And then this job opportunity came up in Skye, which had general practice, emergency medicine, a bit of anaesthetics, a bit of surgical stuff, a bit of inpatient ward based work as well. So it was a real nice amalgamation of all the bits and pieces of clinical work I'd done before that I quite enjoyed.
Sure.
And I thought, well, okay, what's the downside? I'm still looking for the downside, really, because it has been a nice mix of everything.
Yeah.
Why did it come about? Well, 2004, the GP contract changed and the ability to devolve the out-of-hours component of care was granted to all practices. And I think just about every practice across the UK went, yeah, that'll be fine, I don't want to do that anymore, thank you very much.
Yeah.
In an urban sphere, you've got enough GPs who are interested in doing that out-of-hours component, and some will work exclusively in the out-of-hours field, some will do the day-to-day work but also spend some time doing out-of-hours sessions and what have you. In a rural sphere, what we needed was a slightly more creative thought process to having that gap filled.
Sure.
And we also had a hospital with 20 inpatient beds that needed staffed. We had a visiting surgical service that needed some support from people that could do sedation and have some anaesthetic skills. And we had the emergency medicine component. So all these components of the work were kind of mashed together, a big snowball, and the job of rural practitioner was born. And I looked at the advert and thought, that sounds ideal.
Yeah.
Why don't give that a bash?
Sure.
So me and my wife and my 1-year-old moved here on the 2nd of February in 2005. And I've spent the first month going, my God, it's so dark.
Yeah.
And it's so rainy. But then spring sprung and things started to look nice and lovely and wonderful.
Like today.
Today's lovely. Yesterday was a bit bleak and rainy, but today is quite fine.
So that sounds interesting. So that's kind of set the scene of kind of why it was needed.
Yeah.
And so kind of born out of the contract and the necessity to have this piece out here, because it just wasn't feasible for it to be done in any other way,
exactly.
I suppose. Yeah.
Exactly. If you look at slightly larger rural general hospitals, so we're defined as community hospital. What the definitions are, I'm not sure, but you get community hospital, then you get rural general hospital, then you get district general, then you get big teaching hospital.
Mm-hmm.
So the rural general hospitals, the likes of Fort William and Oban and Wick, where you've got 3 physicians, 3 anaesthetics, and 3 surgeons. For a volume of work that wasn't sustainable, and then as every specialty, medicine, surgical and anaesthetics have become a bit more specialised, having the generalised people to come and do that role has been a bit tricky.
Yeah.
So the role of the generalist in the general practice field as well is something that may well end up filling gaps in these other slightly bigger hospitals.
Sure.
In other areas, yeah. But came here because of necessity, because of district general is 2 hours away, rural general is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
People still come here. It's a popular place.
Yeah.
Last year, I think the visit number is something like 60,000.
I mean, I can see why. I've just spent the morning coming up here, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
I'm really glad we've got some good weather as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you've given me a tour of the place, and so one of the videos that you'll see is the emergency department, which is, I mean, to the rest of us used to kind of practicing in an urban way. So I work in an urgent care. That's smaller than resus rooms that I've worked in. So, and that's the emergency. There's one bed. There's a TV link, and you'll see that. and the claim to fame is it was used in Milo's
video, drop the pressure.
Drop the pressure.
You'll find it on YouTube.
So there's that one kind of resource / emergency department. There's that one
the department, it's the entire department.
And then you've got a few other kind of. It's very small here in terms of kind of the spaces that are available to do things, but they've had to be used very efficiently. So I just wanted to kind of explore what actually here. So we've got the emergency department. We've then got 20 acute inpatient beds.
Uh-huh.
You also showed me the kind of minor ops part. There's a maternity suite, and then
Fracture clinic.
Yeah, and then there's a chemotherapy kind of room where people can have chemotherapy locally, and this is all kind of in this building, and the GPs that are staffing this are essentially kind of providing the kind of medical cover for this, essentially.
Yeah, just so that medical oversight of a lot of different bits.
Yeah.
So midwifery unit is midwifery led.
Yeah.
So it's selected low risk births, but sometimes things go wrong, and it's all hands to the pump.
Sure. Yeah.
We had a visitor a few years back who went to preterm labour at 26 weeks or something like that. Yeah. And myself and Andrew were the doctors around about that. But that was a lot of work that day. Because that happens.
Yeah.
And when you're 2 hours away, you can't just stick somebody in the back of an ambulance and say, off you go, quick, hurry. Yeah. Put your lights and sirens on. You can't do that because then people come to harm. Yeah. So you need to have a breadth of skill set to apply to any situation whilst you're getting help and assistance coming from further afield to get optimum outcomes for people. Yeah. Because people like coming here. Nice place to come on holiday.
Yeah, absolutely. So and we're going to come back to this piece of kind of what you have to be comfortable with dealing with. But I just wanted to quickly, just in terms of the other bits that you do, so there's the out of hours part as well. Mm-hmm. So can you just talk a bit about that as well?
So out of hours general practice, but I think, and again, this is part of it. This is a bit of Leoism that's leaked into the. Not leaked into this. It's the rationale and the dogma that we run the team by. We see anyone, anywhere, anytime. We don't differentiate stuff. And I know in urban spheres where it's busier and things are bursting at the seams, and people go, oh no, you go to the GP PK. Oh no, you go to A&E minors, that kind of stuff. Because we don't have that division or boundary, we just see, everything.
It's
all everything is just on the same place. It's a smorgasbord of nice clinical activity and clinical contact.
Will you be doing visits, or is that enough? Yeah, so you do visits as well.
Yeah.
So have to bring people in if needed.
Yeah, so we try to work smart. Yeah. Because for the most part, there's one of us on shift. 2 days a week, there's 2 of us on shift. When we have a ward round, and then we do a fracture clinic, we do lumps and bumps 2 different days a week. So, and 2 doctor brains for the ward, because some of the cases.
So you do fracture clinic, did you say?
Yeah. So that's one day a week.
Yeah.
And again, it's just because people break arms and people break legs, and a 2-hour trip to have an X-ray and your cast looked at and go, yes, your cast is okay, come back in a fortnight. Yeah. Is that's a day trip. Yeah. Or it's a trip to the local hospital where you have contemporary generalists who are skilled enough to interpret X-rays and make sure casts are okay, and take casts off and put casts on, and be the plaster tech, and be the all the other roles that need done. Yeah. But we do it because we want to offer that level of care locally. Another Leoism, if I might. Sure. Peppered with Leoisms, as localised as possible, as specialised as necessary. There's another mantra we run.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
So we do what we can locally. When we need that specialist input, we'll reach for that specialist input. When we have reached the extent of what we can comfortably manage locally, and we have to say that you need the resources of a larger hospital, then we transfer people. But it's transferring people in an optimised way as best we can, unless somebody's kind of getting sicker and sicker, and that's why we're transferring them. Yeah. But so it's transferring rather than just evacuating and just shipping off. Sure. So we try to make people as better as possible before we do that. So that's localised as possible, specialised as necessary. Yeah. We don't have that division of one thing or another thing, or we just see and treat
and try and deal with what comes. So I want to come back to this, and it kind of seems to me that in order to be a rural practitioner,
Yeah.
which is kind of what this piece is about, exploring what is it actually like,
Yeah.
apart from just being ridiculously beautiful out there. What is the essence of kind of what occurs here today? I think one of the big essences is this piece about being comfortable with a lot more than you'd be comfortable with in our setting.
And that uncertainty.
Yeah.
Comfortable with
And
uncertainty.
it's more acute, that uncertainty, because you suddenly don't have that. Not that we kind of, I wouldn't call it a luxury. It's just a different animal in an urban sphere. You have the ability to then you're not geographically limited.
Help is nearer at hand.
Correct. Yeah. So you're able to then define boundaries and say, this is a ceiling of what I can do here.
Yeah.
Here you go, and you pass the baton, and those are well set up pathways, because certainly from a geographic point of view there are other challenges, I suppose, and barriers, but from a geographical point of view it's much easier.
Yeah.
Whereas here you have a very, very real geographic barrier, a very real limitation, and it means that you have to be much more pragmatic. You have to be able to deal with uncertainty much more acutely and be more comfortable with that, and just kind of roll your sleeves up and be like, well, we're going to have to do this. We might need some help, and we can get that kind of from a telemedicine point of view.
The ball rolling, and the cavalry are coming to help us. But so when we're all trained in medicine, and the training, the jobs that we've done, when you boil stuff down and you get back to, we can all still put an oxygen mask on, check people's observations and all the rest, and even just that is a good way to get people moving in the right direction, and then you refine things as you go. There's a large chunk of what we do is more comparable to the emergency department in a more urban sphere, but because I've done a lot of emergency medicine as well, and comfort zones are there. In fact, the job spec, the last round of interviews we had, we widened our job spec to not just GP CCT, but GP or emergency medicine CCT, in recognition of the breadth of stuff that we do, and the crossover, because there's a lot of crossover. So one of our last appointees, Jane, she comes from an emergency medicine background, whereas the rest of us have come from a general practice background. So I think that geographic barrier there is there, but I think maybe what you have in a more urban sphere that we don't have to the same extent is an organisational barrier, which I think might be more acute in an urban centre when you've got busy specialist department. I mean, I don't know how often do you spend on the phone trying to refer somebody in for a medical admission or something like that.